Good afternoon, I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the September 17, 2017 edition of the Bible Delight in the Details. Today in Sunday School, we were looking at Exodus chapter 12, which is the discussion about the preparation for the first Passover, that eventful and traumatic night in Egypt when the angel of death passed over the houses of the Israelites marked in blood after they had participated in and consumed the Passover lamb, or goat, as it may have been. Either one was acceptable, actually. But there is an interesting detail in Exodus 12 that points to how Christ's work on the cross is really the ultimate fulfillment of the Passover or Seder meal. And that is, the Israelites on that very first Passover night were instructed that they were to have the lamb, sacrifice the lamb, and then cook it at twilight. Now, to most of us, when we read that, we think twilight means dusk, but that's not what it means, because we know that in Hebrew thinking, the day began at sundown, at dusk. So if you were going to eat a meal at that time, then if you're sacrificing a lamb and preparing it, obviously prior to that, it's got to be before dusk, before sundown. Interestingly, the commentary in the Bible study in the Sunday school curriculum said that a more accurate translation is an interesting one. It is not twilight as between the sunsets. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense at first blush, but the commentary went on to explain that one translation of that, one understanding of that, would be the period of time from when the sun starts to go down or starts its descent, which would be mid-afternoon, until the actual twilight or dusk. Now, that's fascinating because we know that Christ died on the cross as our Passover lamb at exactly 3 o'clock. And 3 o'clock is the time between the two sunsets. That would be, 3 o'clock would be when the sun started to decline. Its strength now is going down until about 5 o'clock, 5:30, right in there to 6 o'clock, when would be considered the new day. So understanding when the Passover lamb was supposed to be sacrificed and be prepared is absolutely so consistent with Christ's later work on the cross, as he died right at 3 o'clock, the exact time when the Passover lambs were to be sacrificed and then prepared for the meal. The meal that, of course, is a meal of fellowship and reconciliation. It's a beautiful, beautiful metaphor, and every detail, every single one, is perfectly arranged, as we would expect. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me tomorrow on the next edition of the Bible Delight in the Details. Have a great night.